You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. So you're tuning in, which probably means one thing. The 2025 WNBA draft is on your radar.
Definitely. Could be for fantasy prep, maybe just curiosity about the next big stars.
Yeah, whatever the reason, we're going to dig into what's really generating the buzz based on what people are looking for online.
Right. Our aim here is to kind of sift through those searches, pull out the key themes, and give you a clear picture of the main talking points.
And there's quite a range, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. We've got the draft basics, date, time, how to watch, then specific teams grabbing attention, and of course the players everyone's talking about.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit. First off, it seems like the practical stuff is huge.
The logistics.
Exactly. Lots of searches for when is the GBA draft, what time is it, and definitely where can I watch GBA draft 2025.
Well, that tracks, right? If you're keen to see it live, you absolutely need to know the when and the where first.
It feels like priority number one for a lot of folks.
Makes total sense. People are clearly planning to tune in.
Then, moving on, there's this noticeable spike around one team in particular, the Dallas Wings.
Ah, the Wings. Yeah, seeing searches for them, their roster, schedule stuff, even tickets.
Feels like it goes beyond just wondering who they'll pick.
It does. It's interesting. This wider interest might point to, well, maybe anticipation of bigger changes, or just a really engaged fan base already looking ahead.
Could be roster moves, maybe strategy shifts they're expecting. It's generating chatter.
Definitely something to keep an eye on with Dallas.
Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting for me. The players.
The stars.
Paige Bueckers, Caitlin Clark. Their names are everywhere in these searches. Just their names. And also specifically tied to the WNBA draft.
The excitement is palpable, isn't it? You can almost feel it through the search data.
Totally. What does that level of focus on just two players tell you?
Well, it really highlights the kind of star power they've already built up in college. People are seriously anticipating their pro careers.
Like expecting them to make an immediate splash.
Exactly. Huge potential impact on viewership, fan interest, everything, right from day one. Bueckers is so versatile, and Clark's scoring, well, it's been historic.
And it's not just them, though. They dominate. We're seeing other names pop up, too.
Like Haley Van Lith.
Yeah, sometimes even just HVL. Also Nika Moole, Juju Watkins.
It shows a pretty knowledgeable fan base, I think. They're tracking a wider pool of talent.
We even see current WNBA names like Arek Ogumbawal and Derica Hamby mentioned alongside draft talk.
Which is fascinating, right? It suggests fans are thinking about team fit. How do these potential rookies mesh with the established players?
Or maybe are trades coming to make space? That kind of speculation?
Precisely. It connects the draft to the bigger picture of team building.
And speaking of the bigger picture, people aren't just looking at who might get picked, but how it all works.
The mechanics of it all.
Yeah, searches for UBAM draft order, UBAM draft picks, WNBA mock draft 2025.
Ah, the mock drafts, always popular.
Definitely signals that speculative buzz.
Yeah.
People love trying to predict it.
For sure. And a mock draft, for anyone maybe less familiar, is just that a prediction, team by team, pick by pick.
And the questions about rounds, number of picks.
Yeah.
It shows people want to grasp the basic structure.
They want to understand the rules of the game, so to speak. How teams actually get these new players.
So pulling this all together,
Yeah.
what are the main takeaways for someone trying to get a handle on the 2025 draft buzz?
Okay, well, clearly the essentials matter. When and where to watch, that's fundamental.
Right. Then the Dallas Wings are drawing a lot of specific attention.
And then the huge anticipation around potential top picks, especially Paige Bueckers and Caitlin Clark, but also keeping an eye on other rising names.
Plus this underlying interest in the draft structure. the order, the rounds, and definitely the fun of predicting it all with mock drafts.
Exactly. It shows an audience that wants the facts, but also loves to engage in the what-ifs, the speculation leading up to it.
The mix of player focus and team focus suggests some key storylines brewing for the next WNBA season 2.
For sure.
So, thinking about all this interest, the sheer volume of searches across these different areas, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
About the impact.
Yeah. What kind of lasting impact will this 2025 class actually have on the league, on its future? And with all these threads, the teams, the players, the predictions, which story are you going to be following most closely?
That's the big question as we look ahead.
Definitely something to think about. That's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.